All right, you guys, I am so excited to be able to do this post-summit call. Now, some people are probably thinking we're going to go through like what we learned at Summit, but that's not what this call is about, okay? We really want to help you guys have the most bang for your buck at the last part of 2018, because I know every single coach who went to Summit or didn't go to Summit is at that point where you're like, you know what? This is something that I could do, but then fear creeps in, right? Or reality sets in when you get back from Summit and life gets hard. You know, anytime you make that decision to make this business work, it's like everything comes crashing at you. And we want to be able to help you guys push past that, because there's something so beautiful in pushing through hard times, you guys, to achieve your goals. And each and every one of us, we have stuff going on in our life. I've seen Britt and Abby both overcome major things in their lives and still continue to crush this business, you guys. And it's possible because you've seen us do it, you guys. The cool thing about this business is that you see normal people killing it, okay? And that should give you the courage to say, you know what, this is something I can do too. You know, like I'm doing this call in my pajamas right now with no makeup and my glasses, okay? This is real life, you guys. So I'm going to go over my 2 tips, and then I'll hand it over to Abby or Britt, whoever wants to go next. And then we will, I think Britt said she's going to go last. It'll be me and then Abby and then Britt. Okay, guys. So the first tip, you guys, you got to listen to this, okay? Ownership, you guys. Ownership of your business, okay? At Summit, Michelle Myers got up on stage and she talked about how this business is not an opportunity, you guys. Too many people come in and they're like, okay, this can just be maybe an option to be able to make some money, okay? This is a responsibility, you guys. We have the best workout programs and health and fitness products on the market, you guys, especially with so many things out there that are so wrong right now that people are doing. It's your responsibility to be able to help other people achieve their health goals while you're achieving your own health goals, you guys. You get to build a business off of becoming the healthiest that you possibly can be, okay? But listen to this quote, okay? If you only kind of sort of do the work, you're only going to kind of sort of get the results. So think about the last time you committed to a fitness program, okay? And I know for me, it was like, okay, I committed, but I didn't nail the nutrition. And guess what? I didn't lose any weight. I didn't lose any weight, and it's like I have no results to show, right? This business is based off of results. People have to see you progressing, okay? So you have to put the work in to get the results, you guys, and be honest with yourself. I think back, I've been a coach since 2009, you guys, and from 2009 to 2011, I was a toe dipper. I would be like, yep, I'm going to work the business. I was probably like that one coach that Janelle probably wanted to hit her head against the wall because of. Because I'd be like, Janelle, let's go. I want to do this. And then I would disappear. And then I'd be like, yes, I'm going to do it. And I'd post on Facebook, and then I would disappear. And then I would message people, and then I would disappear. Like, it was horrible, you guys. And it wasn't until I finally found myself at a spot in my life where I wanted this to work so badly because I hated my job. And I wanted to be able to be a present mom when I had a family, okay? So you have to be honest where you're at and know that even if you've been a coach for 6 years, you guys, and you've been a toe dipper, or even a coach for 8 years or 9 years like me, you can make that decision. Okay, to say, you know what, this is it. This is plan A, this is plan B, this is plan C. I'm not going to do anything else besides do this business, okay? Now, if you're someone who wants to be a toe dipper, be honest with yourself so that when you say, I know why I'm getting the results that I am because I'm not really putting the time and effort in, okay? The other part of this, you guys, is that you're going to see I've seen people over and over and over again who do amazing 1 month in their business and they're like crushing it, right? And then the next month it's like they take their foot off the gas and they're like, oh, I'm so exhausted. I'm so exhausted. I can't move forward in this business again and do the same thing that I did last month. And I have to call BS on that, you guys, because if you've had an amazing month, you can do that over and over and over again, you guys. You prove to yourself that you could do it, okay? When I see coaches finally own their business and know that this is a business, you guys, you're allowing yourself to reach your full potential, okay? There's people all around you doing it in this business. Why can't you do it? Why can't you do it? You're doing it as service to yourself, to your clients, to your coaches, to your family by saying that you can't do this, okay? Because this business was put in your life for a reason. So own it, you guys. You have to, I hear coaches say, I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. I want to achieve this. You have to turn your wants into your musts, you guys. I was talking to one of my really good friends who her husband just quit his job, and they can't financially even afford to have him quit his job, but they said, this is it, Meg. If it's go time for us, we don't have another option. We're owning this business and we're saying, you know what, if we haven't hit our goals by, 11 p.m. on Wednesdays, we are up until midnight pushing for it, okay? And you have to have that kind of ownership, okay? You have to know that in order to achieve whatever you want to with this business, whether it be paying off debt, okay, or bringing your husband home or being able to be more present in your family, you must show up for your business every single day, you guys. The one thing that I want to make sure I finish with for the ownership side of it, you guys, is that you have control over your paycheck, okay? You have control over your paycheck. Not your team, not your boss, not anyone but you, okay? Yes, it's a team effort. You have to have a team behind you in order to, get to the levels that you want. But it starts with you guys, okay? And if you look at yourself, this is a tough pill to swallow, you guys. But you look at yourself and you say, if my coaches were doing what I was doing every single day, would they be successful? Ooh, that's hard, right? Like if I had my coaches doing exactly what I was doing, would they be successful in this business? The other thing to say is if my daughter or son or spouse or whoever was next to me watching me work, would they be proud of what I was doing? Okay, I think about that every single day, guys. I have a picture of Tenley and Kirk and Kaylee on my desk. And every time I don't want to work, yes, I have those days, you guys, I look at them and I say, you know what? You're worth it. You are worth it. So I'm going to sit down, I'm going to own my business, and I'm going to get my stuff done. Okay, now the other tip that I wanted to cover, you guys, was sacrifice. Okay, yes, I've been a coach since 2009, you guys, and I still sacrifice in this business every single freaking day. Every single day. Do I like doing nighttime calls? No, I hate nighttime calls, you guys. I should be in bed. I should have been in bed like a half hour ago. I also, I don't like doing a lot of videos, but I have to sacrifice, okay? This business, every single coach who has been successful in this business, you guys, Melanie Mitro to, the person who just hit diamond for the first time, okay? They have to make sacrifices. Every level of coaching. There's no one that gets to skip that, okay? But the cool thing is you guys, you get to choose your sacrifice. I was talking to Kirk about this earlier because it's like, I get to choose what I sacrifice. I don't have to sacrifice getting Tenley up in the morning. I don't have to sacrifice putting her to bed at night or having, being present at dinner with them, okay? Maybe I have to sacrifice my free time. I don't know what free time is at this point because I'm pushing with our team, and that's okay, you guys, but you have to figure out, what am I willing to sacrifice to move this business forward, okay? Is it Netflix at night? Is it, going out with my girlfriends every single weekend instead just do it once a weekend in a month? Is it staying up later than your family? A lot of coaches do that. They put their kids and their spouse to bed and then they stay up, you guys. Is it sleep? Can you sacrifice sleep? You have to figure it out, you guys. It's not always easy, okay? There's going to be days where you don't want to do it. There's days where I don't want to do it. There's days where I just want to sit and lay on the couch and be with Tenley and be with Kirk. But here's the thing, you guys. This business doesn't take a million hours. Okay, so I know if I sit down and I get my to-do list done, I'm racing against that clock. As soon as I get it all done, then I can do whatever the heck I want, whether it be scroll the newsfeed, okay, or sit and watch a movie with Tenley and Kirk. You have to figure out what you're willing to sacrifice, okay? So I want you guys to look at yourself right now and say, okay, am I owning my ish? Am I actually owning my ish? If my mentor or upline coach, if I told them my goals and I told them everything I've been doing for the business and the time that I'm putting in and how many people I'm talking to and how real and vulnerable I'm being on social media, will that help me reach my goals, right? Am I going to get to where I need to be, or do I need to step it up? Am I also taking the easy road out and saying, well, I'm not going to be successful because I haven't hit my fitness goals? Do you guys know how many times I've gone through my fitness journey over the last 9 years? A lot, okay? It's about progressing, you guys. You don't have to be in amazing shape to be the top coach, but you have to show progression. Okay, so ownership and sacrifice, guys. All right, so I'm going to hand it over to Abby. Abby, you there?
Hey guys. Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, we good? Somebody thumbs up to me. Yes. Okay, I'm seeing some nods. We're good. Okay, so guys, I already started my 8-minute timer right now because I care about your time. And so that means I got to talk fast. So I hope you're ready to take notes and dive in. And those were some amazing tips, Meg. But what I want to talk to you guys about today was if I could pick 2 things that are working in my business for me right now, and I think are reasons why I've created success in my business. Number 1 would be winning your morning. Okay. When I win my morning, I just straight win my life. Like, I'm not even talking about just Beachbody, guys. Like, I'm talking about life. Like, I'm a happier person. I'm a better mom. I'm a better wife, all the things. I'm more productive. So I want you to just think about that. Even if maybe you're somebody right now, maybe you've been one toe in the business, where like you've been in and out and you haven't found your vibe or your consistency with the business yet. I want to ask you the question of like, is it worth it for you to be a better mom or a better wife or a better human being in your workplace by getting up and winning your morning? All right. So I know this for me, let's just look at like last year, like taking Addison to preschool. That's my daughter. When I sleep in, when I roll out of bed late, I'm yelling at her to get ready. I'm yelling at her to get her shoes on faster. I'm yelling at her to do all these things. And like, I've created a negative environment in my home in general. And don't we all want to have like a better life for ourselves and our kids and our family in general, right? So like, take hold of that. And if you're somebody that you're like, I don't like getting up early, I don't like, working out in the morning, whatever the things are, I want you to ask yourself, like, is it worth it to be a better mom? Or to be a better wife, or to like have a better morning where you're not running late for work and all the things. Everything goes smoother when you win your morning in general. Okay. So now let's take it to a business level. How many of you, by a show of hands, like let's just be real about it. Like I'm going to look at everybody here on my screen at the same time, as many of you as I can. How many of you have gone through a time of working your business? Maybe you sat down to work for an hour or, 3 hours, or maybe you do this full time and it was like the whole day. And you're like, when I look back, can't really think of much that got done off the to-do list. You're like, where'd the day go? Where'd the time go? Where'd the morning go? Where'd my power hour go? Whatever it is. And we realized that we worked so long, but we didn't get much done, right? So I want you all, I'm going to challenge you beyond like your morning routine. I can tell you what mine is, but beyond your morning routine, what one thing could you do every day that would make yourself proud in your business that you could get done right away? Like I'm sure you've heard the principle before, like eat your frog, do the one thing that's going to make the most difference in your day right off the bat. But, I'm going to tell you my morning routine, but if you could just pick one thing, even maybe it's inviting one person, okay? One thing that's going to make you proud in your day, do it first thing in the morning every day. So what do I think? Okay. If you've listen to the Miracle Morning or the Miracle Morning for Network Marketers, or listen to any successful person in the world. I've never met one successful person that's like, I usually roll out of bed like 5 minutes before I'm supposed to be somewhere. I'm always late and like I've done nothing productive in my morning, right? Successful people wake up before others. Successful people do the things that are hard to do. Successful people work out in the morning. Like even people that aren't in health and fitness, when I meet people who are successful, they have a morning routine of some sort, whether it's like workout or yoga or a morning run or walk or something. They're doing something good for themselves in the morning. So why us as health and fitness coaches should our morning routine not be work out and make my shake? Right? Because it sets us up for a better life. And if you're somebody that works full time, listen to your personal development while you get ready in the morning. Listen to a podcast. When you've now like fueled your body with energy and solid superfoods and now fed your mind at the same time, you're unstoppable. You're going to do amazing things today. So if you could combine that energy with even the one thing off your to-do list that would push your business forward, that would help you get towards that next goal, That's what you need to do. And if you can create a morning routine that allows you to, do a workout and drink your shake and sit down and work for even, I'm going to challenge you guys, 20 minutes. Can I tell you what 20 focused minutes of working your business before you go to your 9 to 5 can do for you? That was me. Before I started doing coaching full-time instead, I worked full-time as a hygienist, and then I taught fitness classes after work. And I would do 20 minutes before work. 20 minutes before work, 20 minutes at lunch, 20 minutes after work. There's an hour of solid business. When you focus, you can get so much done. Okay. So that's my first tip for you. Win the freaking morning. Okay. Second tip is bulking tasks. This is what I do in my business still today. And I realized that I do better with it. And when I try to do like 2 invites a day, 2 connections a day, add 2 people a day, for me, that's just not where I find the most success. So I brought myself back to what I used to do when I worked full time. It's what worked better for me, which is, okay, today's my day that I'm adding to my network. I am going to go add 50, 100 people to my network between Instagram and Facebook. And that's what I'm going to do. Because when I sit down to work and I blast some music and I get into my rhythm, it takes me like 30, 40 minutes to get into a good rhythm. And then I can just nail it out, guys. So if that's you, if that's your personality, bulk tasks. Maybe you struggle to get into a groove. So do that. And then I spend a day inviting. Like my whole work hour, I might spend 3 hours straight inviting. And that's going to set me up for success because I get better with every invite, with every way I say it, with every new conversation. I get better, and you do too. So when you bulk those tasks together, I think, number one, you actually get it done. Because how many of you have also sat down to work and you're like, well, I added and I connected and I answered my messages and I checked into my challenge group, but what's the one thing you skipped? Inviting. You did. I did it too for so long. Anytime I'd separate those actions. So whenever you can say, okay, my goal is Success Club 10. I know to hit Success Club 10, I need to invite 100 people in the course of a month. That means I need to invite 25 people a week. And what if you just did 25 invites one day a week? You'd probably do more than you're currently doing because you think you're inviting 2, 5, 10 people a day, but you're not at the end of the day. When we all look in the mirror, it's not just you, it's me too. And I can say it because I've been there. But bulk those actions and make yourself do it. If you're going to decide Mondays are your invite day, find an accountability partner and you both hold each other to it that Mondays you're going to invite 25 people or whatever it is, and you don't let each other go to bed till you've done it. When you make that kind of commitment, like Meg just said, where whoever you are doing this for, your family, your daughter, your spouse, whoever, you have their picture right beside you. You have a timer on your phone. You have an alarm that goes off at 9 p.m. that says you won't go to bed unless you invited 25 people today. That's when you're going to break through where you are now and where you want to be. When you have that kind of commitment to your goals on the action that makes the difference, and that's in actually inviting. So if that's a struggle for you, I really, really encourage you to bulk your actions because it's what's made all the difference in my business. With 10 seconds to spare, I'm going to toss it over to Brittany. Those are my 2 tips.
Abby, killing it. Okay, so I'm going to set my timer. Here we go. I am going to talk to you guys just about 2 quick things. Number 1 is completing a program. And I think that we just assume that everybody is doing this. But I'm not telling you to work out every day or follow your nutrition. I'm telling you to pick a program and follow it start to finish. And my advice, this is my next tip within a tip, you don't have to do the latest program. You guys, I was super, super pregnant when 80 Day Obsession launched. And to tell you the truth, even if I was newly postpartum, I would not have done that program. Rachel Peterson rocked it, super postpartum. Not for me. My niche, multiple moms or multiple kids going on, lots of going on in my life, it wasn't happening. So you don't have to choose a program that is uber popular right now. Do one that's going to fit your niche. Meg is doing a great job with that. She has a following of moms who maybe are struggling getting, pregnant or just miscarried. And maybe the best thing for them right now might not be to do this strenuous workout program, but to get their body reset. And she's going all in on that, even though Lift 4 is the focus of Beachbody. I got super frustrated at the beginning of the month because I was like, man, I like was going and going and going. And then I just stopped because I shifted all of my focus to Lift 4. But you guys, my 13-pound results in the last 6 weeks are To Be Mindset. So how can I sell a Lift challenge pack when my results are To Be Mindset? I had this like dumb moment that I was like, I have to go back to what's working for me. I have to go back to the program that my niche is really going to excel at. And that's nutrition. Like, I don't have a ton of time to work out. A lot of moms don't have a ton of time or want to work out right away. So I'm, created my own little hybrid with To Be and Lift 4, and I practice my wording, and I'm rocking that. So I'm getting people started with To Be Mindset, and then I'm just giving them the option to join me in July and to add on the $40 digital upgrade, basically calling it an upgrade package. If they do To Be with Shakeology and a Beachbody On Demand, you have the option to add on, this 4-day a week workout I'm doing in July. And that's perfect for my niche right now. You have to pay attention not just to completing any old program. And I think we've all fallen into that trap. Like, not every workout is for you, and not every workout is going to be for everybody. Like, find a program or 2 or 3 that you just rock. Like 21 Day Fix Extreme, again, right up my alley. Like those workout, like I just love that workout. I love the countdown to competition. So like I did that towards the end of my nursing with Hayden. I was in that season where I was trying to lose those, last 5 to 7 pounds, and I needed to switch up my nutrition routine, not drastically, but I needed to do a change, and that worked for me then. So pay attention to where you are in your journey and how and which programs that Beachbody offers fit into that program right now. Like if you're uber pregnant, it might be hard to promote Lift 4, right? And I was telling Corey Mayo this, like her audience has just watched her complete a 80-day obsession, and she killed that program. And now she's going, and then she was promoting like To Be Mindset. Well, you were just promoting this all workout time nutrition, and now it's going to, this whole opposite thought process. Like people are watching you for a long time. And I've had a lot, so pay attention to your niche and find a program within Beachbody that fits that niche and rock that program. Like own it. Like I cannot wait for To Be Mindset certification. I got home Monday. I put in my email. They're going to notify me as soon as they have a day ready, because I am like stoked to go get that certification, because it's completely changed my life. Like and I had a lady reach out to me today because I finally opened up about my eating disorder that I had several years ago. But if you've ever had one, they're little demons and they sneak their way in. And I had a girl sign up today that has struggled with bulimia, has struggled with nutrition, finding that healthy balance. And because I did that, and now I have To Be Mindset and these tools and the support and this community, I can help her. But if I was promoting just Lift 4, I would never have been able to connect with her. So it's really important that you don't just promote programs and just, finish them, but rock a program and like love it and own it, master it. Okay. So that's tip number 1. And my phone went down. Tip number 2 is posting daily without being salesy. Now this is kind of weird, but I have been doing this since I had Lincoln, because I was like, I don't have like a ton of time to just do this invite post and have like people, I'm in and message them. So I've just been doing a little bit every single day, and it has paid off in dividends. Because you can do this with IG stories. You can do an everyday post on your Instagram, Facebook like page. So like if you invited on one of those platforms every single day, you're really only doing 2 platforms a week, maybe, right? So I'm just, with this, I just wanted to give you some ways to close it or end your post. But the first thing you should be doing is posting your workout and nutrition posts daily, like without fail. It's part of my winning the morning. It is up, it is done by 8 a.m. I have a workout post or, a nutrition post or just something. I have a post up about my journey. So ways that I've closed out my posts that don't come off as like, hey, message me if you're interested, or I'm looking for 5 ladies, and very scripted. It's just my daily workout post, or a, me nursing Lincoln post, or a food post, and I just tag these on at the end. That one of them was like, I'm so excited for ladies to join me. We still have room if you're looking for community. We would love to have you. It's just letting them know that I have a group. There's other people joining me. It's not just me. So that was one. I open it by saying, I'm so anxious to kick off my next group in July using this program. I lost 2 pounds today. I'm super excited. I'm loving. And then this is another tip, why you're enjoying the program. What's changed in your life? What are you learning from it? And why do people need this in your life? So it's just been like simple. I'm a busy mom of 4. I don't have time to even get containers out for every meal. Like, my life is not, I'm lucky to even eat, right? So I'm saying that, like, I'm so glad I don't have to measure anything. I just know what food groups I need at that meal, and I make it work for me that day. Like, that's what's working for me. So just connecting the program to the niche and why it's going to help them. Other ways, as I say, I'm only a message away. If you connected or resonated with anything in this post, again, like, they read it, they might have been like, oh my God, that's me. But now I'm just, hey, I'm here. If anything clicked in your head that this might be for you. One I did today was, you have to do this with me. I would love to coach you through this. And again, this is like within my post, so there's more detail. But these are just ways that can kind of trigger them to message me, or keep an eye out for a hook post, or to just be that one time that, like, okay, she hosts group. Well, what is she talking about? And, I've had a lot of conversations start from that. Like, when's your next group? When does this next group start? What groups are you running in July? Like, people know I run several groups. So it's just getting those conversations going privately, or they comment below. Another one that's been working really well is drop your first or your last used emoji. So they're not scrolling through all their emojis trying to find their favorite one, but they just, Meg's used that before. Drop your last one below and I'll message you. And sometimes they're really funny. Like, it's the poop emoji, or it's like someone crying, or a glass of wine, like whatever. And it's, so they can be kind of funny. So that's worked really well for me. Just being more open and inviting, but not in a salesy way. It's not like, I'm looking for 4 people. It's just, hey, come do this with me. I'm loving this program. I'm feeling so confident. I'm feeling, just focused and free, and I can have my craft beer. That's really been my big cheat with 2 Mindset, but I've lost 13 pounds in the last 6 weeks, and, just sharing that. But you have to be able to be doing a program in order to make number 2 of my tips work. So that's what I got. It was like 9 minutes.
It's perfect. You're right on, you guys. You're right on.
It's 10 o'clock. We're good.
Exactly. So guys, real quick, each one of us is going to go through and give you one call to action, and then we'll finish, and then we'll be done. Okay. So my first one is, I want you guys to look at yourself. Okay. Write down, like, are you owning your ish? Are you okay where you're at with your business? Like, do you know that you're showing up every single day and you're going to move to where you need to go? Or are you like letting these things hold you back? Are you not really looking in the mirror? Okay, and saying, I should be at this level, when really your actions are showing that you're not. Okay, so write that down on your piece of paper and be real with yourself. Okay, and then the second call to action for me is, look at where you can sacrifice some time. Okay, so what are some things that you can give up that are eating away at your time? Me, I like my guilty pleasure TV. Okay, I like The Bachelorette. I like The Bachelor in Paradise. I like those silly shows, okay? Ninja Warrior. But Kirk and I just said the other day, we watch way too much TV. So him and I are going to start doing nighttime work sessions together. So that's for me. Okay. Abby or Britt, you can hop on and do your CTA.
Abby, why don't you go? Just keep it.
Sure. So my first one, I kind of weaved into what I was saying to you guys as well, but I want you to pick, just even if it's one thing that you can do in the morning that's going to make you feel successful. One thing, if you can plan out your morning more than that, great. But what I always like to say to people is that, why do we want to create 6 things we need to do in the morning and then feel defeated when we only got 2 done? Like, start with 1, like crush 1 thing in the morning and then add on as you get those things established. And my second thing for you with bulking your actions, if that resonated with you, I want you to schedule out for yourself which tasks you're going to do which day, okay? And when it comes to inviting, I want you to reach out to find an accountability partner or message your coach. They're definitely willing to keep you accountable, and tell them which day you're going to invite. And I know they'd be willing to mark it in their schedule and their planner. I'm going to check in and see if Britt invited on Tuesday because that's her invite day, okay? So do it. I mean it, okay? So do that. And if the bulking actions didn't resonate with you, then make sure you schedule when you're going to work in general. Like, it's important to work from a schedule. So even if bulking doesn't resonate with you, schedule your work time and make sure inviting's involved in it. All right, go ahead, Britt.
Okay, so first one is commit to a program. Weird, but so here's the thing. I want you to message your coach, because I think sometimes we forget that the coach that we enrolled with is still our accountability for our health and fitness, right? So wherever you are in your business, like, I know Meg like, she knows what I'm doing 99% of the time. But you, yeah, Jamie, weird. So commit to your program. But here's the thing. I want you to commit to doing 2 to 3 rounds of this program. Because I think our audience gets so confused to what the hell we're doing and why they can't keep up. Well, why are you doing Lift 4 all of a sudden? You just raved about 2B Mindset. Well, I don't know, just the next program. So that's what my company's telling me to do, right? And doesn't that kind of feel like that sometimes? Like, instead, I just figured out a way. So I want you to commit to 2 to 3 rounds. Well, yeah, Meg, no. But if you're doing like 21 Day Fix Extreme, do 3 weeks of 21 Day Fix Extreme, take a week off, and then do it again. And I know that might sound redundant, but you have to be able to know I feel like our audience has to see us do a program. And I think that's why 80 Day Obsession did so well, because people were doing one program for 80 days. Like, people could really see the program in its entirety. And you might lose 7 pounds on Fixed Extreme the first time. But what if you did it the second time? Now that you know the program, you know the food, Countdown to Competition, and can you lose like 5 more pounds and get more shredded the second time around? I just think it's very important that, depending on where your niche is, you keep talking about things for longer than a month, because then by the time that 3 weeks is gone, you are onto something else, but you're just starting to grab that niche. You're just starting to grab your audience with that. I know, Jamie, it's so hard. So figure out a way to Lift 4 is so simple because it's 4 days. Okay. So, yeah, I'm trying to read these things. It's so hard to get not excited about launches. Be pregnant for a few of them, and then you just kind of let launches go over your head because you can't do anything about them half the time. But I think we can use the launch to our advantage. If that's, then okay, to this point, to take that, then focus on Lift 4 and focus on Lift 4 from now until November. It's an 8-week program. So you're starting in July. That takes you through September. And then you can do it again in September through November when it launches in October. Okay? So if Lift 4 is your focus, then focus on Lift 4. But don't just focus on it until it launches and then be like, okay, I have my group, we're starting for 8 weeks, and then be done. Like, do the damn thing again. Rock it, right? Like, own it. So that's number 1. Commit to a program and commit to 2 to 3 rounds of it. Number 2 is I challenge you to do a subtle post invite every day for the next 7 days. I guarantee you will have warmer reception in your messages. You'll have, if you do a challenge hook post, you'll have a better number respond, because you're doing these subtle, like, hey, I want to work with you. I want to do this with you. I'm coaching people through this program. Share other people's results, other people's success through this. I've been doing like 1 or 2 of those, sometimes 2 a day, because people don't see every post. So it's not like they're like, oh, here she goes inviting again. So do a subtle post every day for the next 7 days, And then if you want to, you can message me and tell me how that's going, because I would love to hear if it worked for you, like it's been working for me. So there we go.
I love that. It's all attraction marketing, you guys. So it's time to go own your business. Apply the things about like killing it in the morning, you guys. I know I got to get up early again. And making sure you commit to a program, you guys. We gave you 6 tips that if you legit took these things and said, okay, so these are the 6 things that they're saying to do, and you committed to these things and actually did them every single day, you're going to see your business explode. Okay, not just grow, but explode. Okay, so guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I will make sure I have the recording for this tomorrow morning. Britt and Abby, nice tips. And guys, let's go crush it. We have 6 months left in 2018. Why not make this the best year yet in your business? There's no reason why you can't, okay?